All right, another rival game over with, and is about exactly what we thought. We knew it'd go down to the end, as they all have. Miami, they come in, they brought it to us early. I thought that the adjustments our defensive coaches made really at halftime really gave us an opportunity. They had us going pretty good on the outside receivers, but the whole key is time of possession. We won that about 7-8 minutes, and that was a huge key because it was very hot out there today. Time of possession was good. We rushed the ball for 170, 175 yards. We did turn the ball over a couple of times. I knew that was going to happen with a new quarterback, but proud of our guys. We made a couple of mistakes in the kicking game that could have got us beat, and we've got to correct those. But it was a typical victory bell game. Our guys fought hard. We knew we was going to have to win the ball game in the fourth quarter, and we were able to ball control it. So kind of a fun game to watch, obviously if you're a fan. Quarterback, Ross Trail, I thought did well. His first start, we kept it pretty quiet, and I thought that helped us pretty good. But Ross made some mistakes. He was helped by his offensive line and his running back. Some receivers made some good catches. And I don't know, Hayden might have a chance to come back next week. He had a low ankle sprain. It wasn't a high ankle sprain, so that won't be near as long. But he played on it last week, the second half, and hopefully he'll get some practice time in this week. We had a couple of safeties out. We had a middle linebacker out. Proud of a lot of the younger guys that played. They had to play, and they had to play well. But we made a lot of mistakes. We made enough mistakes probably to lose that ball game, but I think the will of our players and our seniors, an offensive line and running the ball, they weren't going to have that. And again, with the third downs, the second half, we really played well on third down on defense. So 11 in a row, we'll take it. And now we've got to get back in conference play and see how much we've improved. Questions?
Was the decision made to start Ross Trail?
Yeah, we made it probably around Monday. We didn't want to wait to the end of the week. Ross was second going into that situation, and we wanted the number one quarterback to know who was going to be the guy to start so they can get the snaps with the first team group. And so we give it to Ross. I thought his legs helped us. We knew going into this, they didn't know who was going to start or who was going to play. Ross gives us that extra dimension of running on the read plays. He scored one touchdown, ran a quarterback draw for about 20 yards. He gives us an extra dimension, and we planned on using him all year long. We just been in some close games in a situation where we could work on that, but we ended up having to work on it in a real game.
Was it especially gratifying to score the winning touchdown on a drive with 9 running plays?
Yeah, well, I thought that was our defense was rooting for him, but at the end of a game like that, to win a game, you've got to learn to run the football, and our players know that. Our players know that you got to be able to control, make first downs, run the clock, and we end up having to make a long pass to help move the ball down the field. But we got better today running, and we've got to run the ball to get better to have a chance to continue to win games down the road.
There's obviously going to be a lot of attention on the quarterbacks. There's always is, but it seems like your team won the game with running, and this wore them down. Sort of last 2 touchdowns running. How gratifying is that to you that you kind of seem to wear it down?
Yeah, after last week of running the ball for 30 yards, knowing that if we could have got 100 yards rushing, we probably had a real good chance of winning that ball game. Time of possession, but we just got whipped in running the football, and we can't leave our defense out on the field. And when you run it, you're going to win time of possession if you're able to run it for 150 to 200 yards. So that'll be in our game plan every week. We'll go back to the drawing board on some of the things that we did. We put a few new things in for Ross again, and he ran it to perfection. He didn't turn the ball over in terms of fumbles. The one fumble he got hit from behind, that wasn't his fault. The interceptions, he just underthrew one and overthrew the other, and both were pretty much on the same direction. But again, we knew he was going to make some mistakes, but our defense stood up and made some plays.
You mentioned Ross with the running aspect of it. It's partly that, or is he just ahead of Gunner, period, at this point?
Yeah, he's ahead of Gunner in terms of knowing the offense, and Ross has got a good arm. I mean, he threw some very good passes out there today. He makes some big third down throws. So even Hayden has nothing on Ross in throwing the football. It's just experience. But the one thing that we went into the beginning of the week, we knew that we're going to have to start getting some help with our running game out of our quarterback, and we felt like Ross could give us that, and probably a little bit more than Gunner.
What's the status on Andrew Gans?
Andrew's had a pull I-band muscle in his right leg. He's up and down, and this week he couldn't kick very well. He was going to wait till the end of the week, and I said no. From now on, he's got to kick during the week, because what happens is you get hurt on your practice with your snaps and your holders. Now, the problem we had in this game is the only left-handed holder that we had was Carter Jacobs, and he wakes up last night at 11 o'clock. He has something happened to his thigh, started swelling. They took him to the hospital, MRI'd it. He had just had something happen inside his leg. He didn't get any hits all week long. Carter didn't get to play. He couldn't hardly walk. He is our holder for our left-footed kicker. So we're in a rock and a hard place. We go to Geraci. He doesn't hold for a left-footed kicker. He did today and did a great job. And thank goodness we needed somebody to step up, and Malik Clements at safety for Carter, and then Geraci for the holder for a left-footer. There was a lot of things out there today we did for the first time, and unfortunately they worked. We just got to get some of these guys back.
Coach, were you at all tempted during this game to get a better look?
Well, you think about it when it's so close like that, but what they were doing on defense, they were giving us the quarterback run, and we just felt like at times when we needed and we left him in there, it gave us that extra running back in the backfield. So it didn't it obviously crossed all of our minds, but you throw him in there and he hadn't played much, those situations, and you're putting another guy in that's coming cold off the bench. But that was Zach Taylor's call, and he called a great game today, and I thought the offense improved, and we're going to this week as we speak with Ross the quarterback. Now Hayden comes back, they'll all compete again.
Coach, your front seven, you showed a couple different looks. I saw some pressures and it seemed to be effective. Is that something you guys came up with this week, or your front four some help?
Yeah, we felt like we could beat their line of scrimmage, with quickness. And there were several things when they run a certain formation, we automatic to pressure in the first half, and it gave us 2 big third down plays and got our offense back on the field. I thought that gave our defense some life. Today, the time of possession was huge. The field was 120 degrees on that turf, and so it's awfully hot. And so if you can get your defense off the field, it's a plus. So, but you're exactly right. We blitzed a little bit more, pressured a little bit more, got to the quarterback a lot more than we did last week.
Bryce Jenkinson, any update on this?
Bryce Jenkinson has been operated on and will be out for the year.
For what?
Knee. Yeah.
Any other questions? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.